Welcome, Jikookers. Purple Heart. Today we are back to discussing the sweet moments of Jungkook and Jimin. Have you ever felt that behind the hustle and bustle of a fast-paced world, there are actually simple moments during a workout session that quietly touch your heart? It's not about camera highlights or intentional scenes, but brief moments that are almost missed. A small smile, a warm gaze, or a spontaneous gesture that feels so sincere. Behind the glittering stage and the grandeur of world concerts, there is another side that is rarely seen by the public. The more human, warmer, and much more touching side of the fans. Recently, an unexpected moment occurred during a training session involving BTS members, especially Jungkook and Jimin, which instantly stole the attention of armies around the world. This incident took place in the middle of a closed rehearsal session ahead of a big concert. The atmosphere at that time was actually quite relaxed. The members are focusing on perfecting their choreography and vocals, occasionally joking to break the atmosphere. However, that calm suddenly changed when an enthusiast who didn't know how to be close enough to the practice area suddenly appeared and made the situation tense. According to several witnesses who were at the location, the enthusiast suddenly screamed quite loudly from an unexpected direction. The sound obviously shocked everyone, but the most noticeable reaction was Jungkook. He looked shocked until his reflex took a few steps back. His expression changed drastically from focus to surprise. However, what makes this moment so special isn't just Jungkook's reaction. It's what happens shortly after. Without hesitation, Jimin, who was not far from Jungkook, immediately moved quickly towards him. Spontaneously, he embraced Jungkook, as if to make sure that his best friend was okay. The movement looks very natural, without being made up, as if it has become a habit among them. That brief interaction may only last a few seconds, but the impact is incredible for the fans. Many felt that the moment showed how strong the emotional connection between Jimin and Jungkook was. Not just a group mate, but like a family who is always ready to protect each other. Several fans who knew about this incident immediately flooded social media with various reactions. Many called the moment real proof of bond, while others took it as proof that their relationship was much deeper than what was seen on camera. Interestingly, after the situation was conducive again, Jungkook was seen trying to calm down with a small smile. He even had a light laugh, as if he wanted to show that everything was fine. Jimin stayed close to him for some time, making sure there were no more disturbing surprises. This incident also raised a discussion about idol safety, especially during a rehearsal session which was supposed to be a safe space for artists. Many fans hope that the management can improve security so that similar things do not happen again in the future. But behind these concerns, one thing that cannot be denied is how sincere the interaction between Jimin and Jungkook is. There was no script, no main camera to intentionally capture the moment. Everything happened naturally. And that's exactly where the beauty lies. For the ARMY, moments like this are not just small incidents. It's a reminder that behind their global status as superstars, they're still ordinary human beings who can be surprised, scared, and need support from those closest to them. Jimin instantly embracing Jungkook wasn't just a spontaneous act, it was a reflection of a relationship that had been built over the years. A relationship full of trust, comfort, and care. In a world full of spotlights and pressure, having someone who is always there in unexpected moments is invaluable. And this moment, however small, manages to show that side so clearly. It's no wonder that to this day, this story continues to be talked about and has become one of the most memorable moments by fans. Because sometimes, it's not the big stage that touches the heart, but a simple hug at the moment of greatest need. The moment continued to be a hot topic, even a few days after the incident occurred. Many fans have started dissecting every little detail of the interaction between Jungkook and Jimin, trying to understand more deeply the meaning behind the spontaneous reaction they showed. Some analysis from fans states that the way Jimin embraces Jungkook is not just an ordinary reflex. There was softness in his movements, the way he approached without hesitation, and the expression on his face full of worry. Small things like these often go unnoticed, but are real evidence of their emotional closeness. On the other hand, Jungkook, who is known to have a strong mentality on stage, still has a vulnerable side like humans in general. His shocked reaction at that time was not a weakness, but something very natural. Instead, the moment made many fans feel closer to her, seeing that the idols they admire can also feel the same way they do. After the incident, the atmosphere of the training was stopped for a moment. The security team immediately moved quickly to ensure the situation was completely safe. Meanwhile, the other members were also seen paying attention, but Jimin remained the closest figure to Jungkook at that time. This again strengthens the fans' view of relationship dynamics within the group. That behind the hectic schedule, industry pressures, and global expectations, they still look out for each other in a simple yet meaningful way. Not a few also associate this moment with their various interactions in the past. Many fans recalled how Park Jimin often showed small attention to Jungkook, from patting him on the shoulder, paying attention to his condition backstage, to making sure he felt comfortable in various situations. On the other hand, Jungkook often shows genuine respect and closeness to Jimin. All of this forms a relationship that cannot be explained in words alone, but can be felt through action. This phenomenon also shows how the power of unplanned moments is often more impactful than perfectly crafted moments. Because that's where authenticity really comes in. Fans are increasingly aware that what they are witnessing is not just idle interaction for entertainment. It's a small piece of real life, a human relationship built through time, experience, and trust. In the midst of the virality of this moment, many armies also reminded one important thing: respecting the limits and privacy of artists. The incident involving the enthusiast is a reminder that unlimited excessive enthusiasm can have a negative, even dangerous impact. Because in the end, idols also need a safe space to work and carry out their activities without worry. Even so, from this quite tense incident, an unforgettable warm moment was born. A simple hug from Park Jimin to Jungkook, who managed to convey so many things without the need for words. Many are beginning to see this incident from a deeper perspective. In the midst of such immense entertainment industry pressures, where every move is constantly being watched and every expression can be the subject of conversation, having someone you can rely on spontaneously is something rare. And that moment shows that their relationship is not just a work professional, but an emotional bond that has been tested by time. Not a few fans then compared this moment with their various interactions at previous concerts. How Jimin is often seen watching Jungkook from a distance, or how Jungkook naturally approaches when he's near Jimin. All those small pieces now feel even more meaningful after the shocking incident in the training session. Interestingly, some of the staff who were at the location also reportedly had time to smile at Jimin's quick reaction. For those who have been working with BTS for a long time, maybe this is nothing new. But for fans, seeing or hearing stories like this is still something special. On the other hand, this incident also opened up a broader discussion about the importance of a sense of security for artists, especially when they are out of the spotlight. Training, which is supposed to be a space to focus and prepare for the best performance, turns out to still have risks if security is not really optimal. This story is ultimately not just about a surprise that shocks someone, or about a spontaneous reaction that happens in a matter of seconds. It's about how a person chooses to be present at a moment that matters, unasked, without hesitation. And as long as moments like these continue to exist, the relationship between the BTS members will always feel more than just a band. Thank you for watching until the end, Jikook lovers. If you also feel Jimin and Jungkook truly delivers in every performance, don't forget to support this video by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let us know in the comments which performance moment from the Face era gave you the most goosebumps. See you in the next video. Borahi!